It was good to see the Bulls back in action after 3 days off, and what a way to come back after some much needed rest and securing their 9th straight win. The first time the Bulls have had 9 straight wins since April of 2011. The Bulls just keep rolling, and even though they didn't necessarily have the best first half, and even the start of the third quarter wasn't great either, the Wizards actually had the lead for a period of time in the third, but the Bulls defense turned up in the back half of the third quarter, and the guys just went off in the fourth, taking a commanding lead to start the quarter and never looked back. The Bulls improved to 26-10 on the season. Seriously, I cannot believe that's the Bulls record right now. It's just been too long for Bulls fans since we've been able to see the Bulls in the standings like that, and they remain on top of the Eastern Conference. So what's going on, everyone? You are listening to Bulls Central here. Hope you're all doing well. Now, guys, I would be remiss to say, based on what we saw from the Bulls bench tonight, particularly from Coby White and Dosunmu, which I'll get to them in a little bit, but to not mention one of the sponsors of this channel, benchmob.com. Go and support the Bulls Bench Mob. The Bench Mob is back like it was in 2011. Get some of their fresh gear on their website, and they're giving this channel an exclusive offer of 20% off your order when you use the code BullsCentral20. I'll leave a link to the site and the code in the description. Now, because of that, I'm going to start off with the bench tonight, and I'm starting with Coby White because I owe Coby an apology. Now, first off, I will say I was never as harsh on Coby as some Bulls fans were. I always maintain that the Bulls have to at least hold on to him for the remainder of the season and assess what this team looks like by the time the offseason comes around. But yes, I was very critical of Coby, and critical way too early before really giving him a chance to actually get his feet under him after being out for months due to an injury and then, of course, falling into the protocol. And I did question his long-term fit with the team because of how crowded the Bulls' backcourt is, and of course because of the emergence of Dosunmu. So yes, I was skeptical of Coby White, whether he could be a key piece to this roster and whether he could be a long-term option for this Bulls team. And this is me formally apologizing to Coby White, not like he watches these videos, but I'm apologizing to Coby White because yet again, Coby had another incredible game, and this is arguably the first time we have seen Coby since playing for the Bulls, playing at a high level and doing so consistently. We need to keep seeing it, but this is the 5th straight game now where Coby has been shooting the ball at an insane clip. He's playing with high confidence, he's making smarter decisions on the court, and he's actually playing decent defense. Like what? Coby scored 21 points tonight, shooting 7 for 8, and was perfect from behind the arc, going 4 for 4. And the other thing I will say about Coby in these past few games is that he's actually playing well under pressure. You know, over the offseason, I had Sam Smith come on the channel, and he mentioned that Coby is a good player and can be a great scoring piece off of the bench, but he said Coby can't handle pressure. And you know, if he's going to be our starting point guard, again, this was before the Bulls got Lonzo, he said that in order for him to be that guy, he has to play better under pressure. And these past few games, it's not that Coby is just playing well and doing it consistently, he's also hitting big shots when the Bulls have desperately needed a bucket. And need I remind everyone, Coby was really the catalyst that got that run going in the second half of the third quarter, which led to the Bulls starting to blow out the Wizards. So an amazing game from Coby. He continues to impress, and hopefully we continue to see more of this as the season progresses. Then, of course, staying with the bench, Dosunmu. The guy gets his jersey retired from his alma mater last night, comes out tonight and has one of the best games of his NBA career thus far, scoring 18 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists, and 3 steals, and does so on high efficiency. He finishes with a team high plus 15 on 31 minutes of play. He shoots 7 for 9 from the field and 3 for 4 from 3. You know, people didn't think, I guess I should say, that Ayo was going to be the type that would hit NBA threes at a high clip. But he's shown to do that so far this season. I feel like every time Ayo puts up a 3, I can almost expect them to go down at this point. Teams are also leaving him wide open from behind the arc, which is clearly a mistake, so that helps that shooting percentage. But the thing about Ayo is the guy just does not play like a rookie. Like, sure, some rookie mistakes happen here and there, but they're more few and far between. but the majority or the maturity that you see from him and which he shows on the court, the awareness he has on both ends of the floor for being a rookie, and of course, a second round pick rookie, is just phenomenal. The kid knows his role and can do so much on the court to be a productive piece for this team, whether it be on offense or on defense. And that's why you saw him finish plus 15 tonight. Now, what's crazy is that DeMar and Zach both had okay games. Again, for them, like by normal player standards, they actually played pretty well. They had great games, but for them, it was a more or less subpar game. DeMar only had 15 points tonight. He struggled to find his shot, only shot 5 for 16 from the floor, and also wasn't as crafty in getting to the foul line like we're used to seeing, and he also had 4 turnovers in this game. He did lead the team, though, with 8 assists, which you've started to see more from DeMar now in bringing those assist numbers as a whole. Lavine scored well tonight. He had 27 points and shot 9 for 18 and was great at drawing contact. He also shot perfectly from the free throw line, but he struggled with his outside shot tonight, going 1 for 6. Like DeMar, Lavine also had 4 turnovers. But Zach's lack of three-point shooting didn't really matter when you had Coby shooting it like that from deep, and the fact that Lonzo Ball also had 6 threes tonight. So other guys were stepping it up, and that was a key factor in this game. Again, balanced scoring, very important in this team and their overall success. When the balanced scoring is there, the team performs a lot better. Lonzo, by the way, actually only shot threes tonight. He didn't have a single shot attempt inside the three-point line. He went 6 for 11 from the 4, putting up 18 points. He also had 6 assists and 5 rebounds. A much better game for Lonzo than that first game back from the protocol in which he shot poorly and looked a little lethargic on the court. Tonight, he looked much more energized on both ends of the floor and was always one step ahead with his transition court vision, which helped the Bulls get those easy, fast break points. Vuce also had a much better game tonight than we've seen in the last 2 anyway. Vuce nearly had a triple-double, putting up 16 points, shooting 8 for 19, 14 rebounds, and 7 assists. Again, it's one of the more underrated aspects of Vuce's game that I often talk about is his passing ability for a big man. It's another reason I love Noah so much, was that he was such a great passer with incredible IQ in the paint. And not only that, Vucevic also had 4 steals tonight. He continues to have the best defensive season of his career at the age of 31. Who said the guy can't play defense, huh? Also, another shout out tonight. How about Tony Bradley? I mean, the dude still moves really slow, but he was pretty key coming off the bench and backing up Vucevic tonight. This was Bradley's first game back after going into the protocol, and he was being aggressive, crashing the glass, and even scoring in the paint. So that was good to see since we haven't seen much of Bradley recently. Overall, though, I mean, you look at the numbers, and the Bulls were lights out on offense, shooting 53% from the field, 46% from 3. Another game where they had 30 plus assists, finishing with 34 assists. The Bulls still remain undefeated when putting up 30 or more assists on the season. It's why I always talk about ball movement being so key for this team, which they need in this game, because the last time they played the Wizards, where we saw that incredible second game winner from DeRozan, like the Bulls did not play well in that game. And part of that was because of ball movement and it being non-existent. They only had 17 assists in total in that game. The Bulls also had 11 steals tonight, which is crazy when you don't have your lead cookie monster in Alex Caruso. Turnovers, not the best, 15 in total. That still needs to be improved, but they did make up for it with their defensive intensity. Anyway, this was a good game for the Bulls all around. Like, yes, the Bulls have won 9 straight, but their last 3 games, 2 of which required game winners from DeRozan, and then that last game against the Magic, where the Magic had no business in hanging around with the Bulls for that long. So those last 3 games, the Bulls really did not play the best. Granted, though, they were also playing a lot of games in a short period of time, so they were tired, but tonight's game was much more like the Bulls team for which we have been seeing this season. High-octane offense coupled with defensive tenacity and ball movement. So, the Bulls are off tomorrow. They'll travel to Dallas for a 1-game trip against the Mavericks. Let's see if the Bulls can make it 10 straight. That would be the first 10-game winning streak since the Jordan era, if you can believe that. I'll have a video out tomorrow, and of course, I'll have a live chat for the game on Sunday. Until then, guys, as always, be sure to subscribe if you're a Bulls fan, as I do post daily Bulls content. Thanks again for tuning in, guys, and I will catch you in the next one.